Have a good day. What if there was a way to almost guarantee you do have a good day? Number one, set the tone for your day deliberately. Have you noticed that when you're shopping for a new car, it suddenly seems that every vehicle you see is the exact model you're considering? That's because your brain can only actually consciously perceive only a small part of what's going on around you at any time. What you pay attention to is whatever matches things that are already top of the mind. It's a phenomenon researchers call selective attention. And it's why you should become more deliberate about setting your intentions for the day. Stay on track, stay focused. Selective attention allows us to tune out unimportant details and focus on what really matters. This is where you have heard, focus on the positive. It can really make a difference. Your fixation on the negative means the day is likely doomed before it starts. If you think about those things you don't want, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up with those things you don't want. If you think about those things that you do want, guess what? You're going to end up with those things you do want. Here's a daily intention-setting selective attention routine to start your day. Get clear on your goal by asking, what really matters most to making this day a success? And these are simple things to do. Everyone goes through a routine in the morning, getting ready for their day, and it only takes an extra couple of minutes to experience and think about these things that I'm sharing with you, folks. Acknowledge any concerns dominating your thoughts and ask yourself, do these attitudes and assumptions help me achieve my real aim? And if not, can I set them aside for now? Given my real priorities, where should I focus my attention? What do I do most? What do I most want to look out for? You already have a job that you love and you're excited about it? Good for you. Continue to build on that job and those experiences that it gives you, and set new goals to accomplish new things in that career that you have. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe later on you'll decide you want to be part of the entrepreneurial crowd and build a network marketing company or build a website that sells something that few other people sell. Or even compete against big companies who are making a killing selling something that is already doing very well. You've heard me talk about this a million times. Think big. There's nothing wrong with thinking big. There are always obstacles to overcome, but if you think big, nothing can get in your way because nothing can defeat enthusiasm. Nothing can defeat persistence. Nothing can defeat a burning desire. Nothing. You win every time. Stay focused. Acknowledge any concerns dominating your thoughts and ask yourself, do these attitudes and assumptions help me achieve my real aim? And if not, can I set them aside for now? Of course. Ask, given my real priorities, where should I focus my attention? What do I most want to look out for? Practicing this strategy every morning will help you ensure you pick up on the cues that foster the kind of outcomes you want as opposed to those you don't. The way you prepare every morning for the coming day, it becomes second nature to just have those thoughts until they're automatic, until they're like muscle memory, automatic reflex. While I'm on that topic, do not run your life by committee. It's okay to ask for opinions from other people, but guess what? Other people are not you. And other people are going to dissuade you from going after that big goal because they do not want to assume the responsibility for your failure. Number 2, when life and distractions do happen, practice distancing. What is that? No matter how skilled you become at positively setting the tone for your day, you can't always avoid life's frustrations and challenges. A deceptively simple technique that allows you to gain needed perspective is called distancing. And it removes you from the immediacy of the situation. For example, I'm putting this to use. Here are 2 distancing tactics to try. First, distance yourself with time. Ask yourself, what will I think about this a week or a month or a year from now? It's a powerful question that can help you shift your thinking when frustration threatens to get the best of you. Second, distance yourself by making it not about you. Pretend you're advising a friend or a coworker. Most people find it much easier to help someone else than to solve their own problems. So the next time you're grappling with a thorny issue, ask yourself, what would I say if I were giving advice on this same situation? You'll be amazed at how much easier it will be to think clearly once you remove yourself from the equation. Distance yourself. Number 3, plan strategic downtime. Oh, this is important. Research overwhelmingly shows that we make better decisions when we give our brains a break. So while this might sound counterintuitive, you'll be more productive when you carve out small break periods during the day. One tactic to do this is the Pomodoro technique. It's a time management system that encourages people to work with the time they have rather than against it. Using this method, you break your workday into 25-minute chunks separated by 5-minute breaks. These intervals are referred to as Pomodoros. After about 4 Pomodoros, 2 hours worth, you take a longer break, 15 to 20 minutes. The idea behind the technique is that the timer instills a sense of urgency. Listen carefully. There's a reason for this strategy. Rather than feeling like you have endless time in the workday to get things done, you don't, and then ultimately squandering those precious work hours on distractions, you know you only have 25 minutes to make as much progress on a task as possible. And then you have to take a break. Very powerful technique. And it's hard. It's hard to at first get used to doing it. As it turns out, researchers in science and psychologists tell us that is exactly the wrong thing to do to be the most productive. To be the most productive, take that 5 minutes every 25 minutes and trick your mind into believing that you've only got 25 minutes to get the task done and done well. And then you may have to go on to something else, or you may have to pick up the pieces and continue it. It doesn't matter. The point is it instills a sense of urgency in the mind's eye, and it's a very effective way to manage your time. Even though it does seem counterintuitive, it truly does work. Number 4, focus on one task at a time. Oh, for us multitaskers, this is so hard to do. Here again, the research is clear. Multitasking makes us less rather than more productive. When we constantly juggle, error rates increase and output decreases. As examples, I offer 2 tips to help with this. First, rather than checking and responding to email all day long, check your electronic mailbox twice a day. That's it, twice a day, because it'll be there the next time you check it, right? That way you can hone in on the most important work without constant interruption. Even if it's not something you need to respond to, someone asking about the plans this weekend or on a different project will make you lose focus. You don't need to be tied to that computer screen checking unimportant email. Unless there's something you're watching for, waiting for, you promised you'd watch for it. That's a different story, but try and break that habit. Second, plan a block of uninterrupted thinking time to work on your most complex task and batch similar tasks. Number 5, practice gratitude. This is so important. Ultimately, it is in our mindset that makes our day good or bad. When you make a point to note the good things, however small, your brain gets into the habit of scanning for positive things and your mood improves. Wouldn't it be wonderful to go through the day, every day, with a positive attitude, a wonderful mood? It's a wonderful way to live. Make it a habit to actively notice the good around you. As an example, at the beginning of each day, try to notice just 3 good things. For example, your coffee was hot. Someone held the door open for you, and the train came on time. If this is too hard, start with just 1. I was able to get out of bed, and I'm thankful for the ability to walk. Then again, at the end of the day, think about 3 things, 3 best things that happened, and write them down or share them with your partner or spouse and ask them to do the same. The more you practice gratitude, the happier and more productive you'll likely be. There's no other way to live. Be grateful for it. Be grateful for the people that you know, and be grateful for the people that love you and the people that you love. Be grateful for the things that you have, even if you don't have those things that you truly want just yet. Be grateful for them. Be grateful for the idea that you will have those things, because the more you think about those things that you want, the closer you will become to having them. It's just the way the world works. The more you practice gratitude, the happier and more productive you'll likely be. Now go out and have a really good day. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to help you become a better you. Because in the course of doing so, you may not realize this, but you have helped me become a better me through practice.